Okay. All right. Hi again. I'm Evita Myriam. Welcome to this session about 2022 Arithmosophy and angelic cards. The angelic cards drawing has been something that for many years I was very reluctant to go in that direction, because it is something that is for many people, it's something that is very fluid and uncertain. But intuitively, I think I have been growing, as I was saying, and I think that the past 2 years have been very accurate. One of the things that came out, and it came in my life and in most of your lives, since many of you are pranic healers, was that the aspect that one of the cards in the past 2 years was that what we need to do is work with the angels. We need to work through invocation more. And it doesn't mean we shouldn't do pranic healing, but it said that our relationship with the angels and the way that we will relate to the angelic kingdom is going to change. We're going to build a bridge between the human kingdom and the angelic kingdom that is going to be much more powerful and based on trust, and it's going to make us know more that we are heard when we invoke. And this is for you who are students of certain masters of pranic healing. You know all these techniques that we learn, they relate to the angels, right? All the techniques that relate to our higher soul and how to download these energies, they relate to the angels. And what we have learned in the past 2 years has been mainly that. I think we have gone on another level in that area. So now, what we're going to do tonight is going to be threefold. First, it's going to be our arithmosophy for the year. I tried not to put everything. I have a PowerPoint. You can take snapshots. I'm going to post this on my YouTube channel, so you can always see it. And I'm going to send the recording to everyone because it's for the whole year. And so my interpretation may be accurate, or it may, I hope it's going to be accurate, right? Because when we do an arithmosophy reading, it may be. Like, for example, though, in the year 2020, that was the year of the COVID that appeared. In the month of March, that was the first month that in Europe, COVID came, we had Archangel Michael. And I was thinking, oh, we're going to be protected. So this showed me that when we have Archangel Michael, perhaps that means that we also will need protection. So everything has many interpretations. We all always think positively, but we have to see what the arithmosophy is, and then we correlate. So let's start. First of all, I want to show you this. This is the cycles. The cycles. Let's see where we are now so that we know exactly where we are according to Alice Bailey. All right. So entering the year 2022, it's a year of emergence, impact on public consciousness. Wait, what does that mean? We have three types of forces. One type of force is crisis consolidation, which means that the hierarchy brings down energies that create a crisis. The crisis is not always negative. It has danger and opportunity. So, and then consolidation means that the divine plan consolidates, becomes solid. Then we have the tension expansion, which means this spreads everywhere. The divine plan, right? Not the COVID or this and that. The divine plan. There is an inner meaning to all events. We had done a session about COVID and the esoteric meaning of COVID. It was about bringing humanity together, uniting humanity. And the third cycle is about emergence on public consciousness, right? Impact on public consciousness. So this is something that becomes widely known, what the divine plan is and what we bring out. So all we have to do, according to the Lord Joel Kuhl, is to observe the cycles. We observe the cycles. If we're in a year when everything is about crisis consolidation, then it's a year to create. It's a year to to work on something. Then if it's about tension expansion, we have to be more patient. It's a slower year. It's a time to spread things, to make contacts. And then if it is about emergence from public consciousness, it's a time to sound our note to the world and show the world what it is. So let me show you more about where we are. So we are here, where 2022 is a year of emergence impact on public consciousness within a 3-year cycle of emergence impact on public consciousness that started in 2020. In 2020, the years start on Wesak, right? So 2022 Wesak, we're still in the tension expansion where things expand until Wesak 2022. And we are within the 9-year cycle of crisis consolidation. So this is a cycle of crisis that is culminating, that is now coming up. All the crises, the need to change, the need to do things differently, the need to change our society. All right, there are negatives and there are positives always. So we have to look at the positives, right? So this is where we are now. We are here to now bring our, within the crisis year, we are here to bring out our message. And in the past 2 years, card reading, we had the message, the strong message that we all need to write books. If you don't feel like writing a book, you can write a booklet. You can write, just bring out to the world like 5 pages, 10 pages. Be peaceful, put a nice photograph. Bloom, purify your home every day. Say a prayer, the angels exist, whatever. Just flood the world. We need to flood humanity with our message of peace and unity. So this is really, this has been in the past 2 years, the message. And now is the time within the crisis cycle to bring that out. So moving on, let's see the arithmosophy of this. Okay, wait. All right, so what is, oops, sorry. All right. So we're going to look at the forces, the events that are esoteric and exoteric. Exoteric means more, we're going to intuit the exoteric. We don't know what they are. Arithmosophy is more inner. So, excuse me, let me see. I have something in the chat. Okay. All right. So 2022, the year 2022 has the number 4224 in esoteric arithmosophy. That's Archangel Michael. Now, Archangel Michael is the archangel of Aries and power. Aries is the sign for overcoming anger. It is let me just read you the PowerPoint because it's really very, very precise. Esoterically, Aries has to overcome anger. That is the message for Aries. That's the labor. If your ascendant is Aries, what you have to do is you have to overcome anger. That's your issue. Nicole, do you want to say something? Yes? Yes.
No, that's my ascendant.
It's your ascendant. So this is what you have to,
overcome anger.
Yeah. And it's a good task, we all have to go through. We know some great people who have the same task, right?
Yeah.
So it's okay. All right. So the year's number, suggests this is the fact that it is a palindrome suggests that it is a year very, very connected to the angelic kingdom. And indeed, almost every month has an archangel to relate to, which gives us a big clue about what every month will be about. But the whole year is about Archangel Michael. Power. When you invoke for power, it is Archangel Michael. But what is power? Power is the strength to do what is right and to overcome inner obstacles that prevent us from being, being connected with our higher soul. Also, power is, let me turn this because power is the strength to do what is right, to refrain from negative, energies, especially anger. And, esoterically, that is the goal of Aries, And its ruler is Mercury. Mercury is illumining the mind and uniting the soul with the personality. It means your intuition will be better, more enforced. Exoterically, it is the ruler, the god of war. So what we need to do is to think positively and to bless with peace. We don't fight the darkness with the, we don't fight the darkness. We turn the light on, right? So we need to bless with peace. That doesn't mean that there will be a war. That means that war will be on the table. That doesn't mean that necessarily it's going to lead to war. Wars are happening all over the world right now. In Syria, there is war. There are so many wars happening in the world. But, we're going to, as humanity, act and decide whether we want peace or not. And I think we will want peace. Let's see what happens next. So also 2022 is a year 6, which is a very loving year. 6 is a very good year for uniting people, for enhancing friendships. You're going to find yourself, whatever your personal year is, that you're better in your relations with people. It's a year to find a love partner. It's a year to be nurturing and a good friend, a good partner. It is a year where you will be more compassionate. You will love the home. You will not want to be running around, all the time. You will create a good atmosphere in your home. It's a number of intuition. As I said earlier, you will have a greater intuition than ever. Nurturing creativity. It's an artistic year. Creative. 6 sometimes is domineering, because it's meddlesome. It wants to meddle in everybody's, wants to help too much. You have to let go. If people want your help, you help. If they don't want your help, it's okay. We can choose. So January, all right? January relates to, as you know, the first month of the year. Sorry, Vivi is translating, and I leave my sentence unfinished. January relates to, as you know, January. I'm sorry, Vivi. And Cristobal, I don't know where Cristobal is. She's, I didn't see her. I hope she's in translating for the Spanish people. Anyway, so.
Evita, here.
Is she here? Yes, hi.
Yeah, I have like a 50 people group. So, and I told them you were going to give a card for each of them.
I will.
Yeah. Okay, it's a big group.
When we finish, we will do the one,
yeah. It's okay. I was just saying because it's such a big group, so it's okay if there's no time.
I don't mind at all. And then what we're going to do, then whoever gets their card can go, And if or I can give you numbers, we can say the numbers so you can come in later, whatever.
Yeah.
I will draw a card quickly, and I'm not going to read the whole thing from the card. Okay? I'm just going to. All right. So, and Vivi, do you have some people there also?
Yes, we have 38 here in Brazil.
I'm so happy. Wonderful. Wonderful. So 88 people, that's a number, that's a master success number. It's good. And all the other people who are here, we're a good group. So, okay. So January, as you know, characterizes the year. Although January is in the cycle of Saturn in a way, since for the year, since Wesak is the beginning of the year. In any case, January is the first year of the month, and that has a certain power. It's the first month. So January 22 has the same number as Saint John the Baptist. Saint John the Baptist relates to third initiation, mind control, being able to control. Wait, I have to mute all. Someone entered. It is, sorry, just a second. Okay. So January is the month, right? So since it is St. John the Baptist relates, as I said earlier, to the third initiation, to mind control, being able to control the mind. That is also what relates to Mars, as we said earlier, and Aries. Because what Aries does is the first sign when human beings stop obeying completely their lower nature, and that's the labor. And they rise to the mind. They take, make decisions and follow them. So this is what January is about. Also, we have blessings from the Christ. And it relates to, you see, look at arithmosophy is amazing. Month January, which is in Greek, you know, in month, it could be month of January. But if you, in arithmosophy, sometimes it's okay to be more Spartan in the way that we speak, more laconic, not to use all the words. So month January has the same in esoteric number as Gabriel, January. And Archangel Gabriel is the archangel of the month of January. So that's a good proof for arithmosophy, right? And also Hilarion. Hilarion is the ascended master for healing. Now, Gabriel is a prosperity angel. And the other day I pulled the card for the whole year. And what came out was Lakshmi, the flow of prosperity card. I was surprised because we're in a sort of world crisis financially. But for some reason, this came out. So this is the potential of the year. So you can have it if you want. So now this is going to be a good month. Gabriel is about presence, about trust, about faith. You know, Gabriel is the archangel that comes and reminds you that there is a divine plan for you, that we are divine, that you're in divine order, and that you're the soul, and you have nothing to worry about. You're the soul. So this is Gabriel. Also, Gabriel is about writing books and about art in general, expressing oneself through any way, and about prosperity. He's the archangel of prosperity. So February is 4323. There can be no luckier number. This is the number of Grandmaster Choa Kok Sui, and it also has the same number as the method of materialization, of manifestation. So it means also as October. So it means that, you know, it has also the energies of October, because October is a month of prosperity. October is a month for materialization. So February is going to be a very, very prosperous month, and a very a month when things will happen. We don't know what will happen. It can be good or bad things, but you know, it's going to be a month when things will materialize. But we have Master Choa, we have Christ's blessings, and we have protection. So also there may be some geological phenomena. I have here Archangel L. I cannot say because I'm going to put this on YouTube. Some Arhatic yogis know which this archangel is, right? So we invoke to this archangel whenever we have a big storm or something. So this is going to be a month when some master that we know who loves to annihilate storm, not annihilate storm, but you know, to bless the earth with peace, etc. This is going to, perhaps something like that will happen in February. So we may have some meteorological phenomena in February. Oh, you see here, asteroid toward Gaia. Let's hope that it's, you know, this was one calculation I did because of some, they're sending, you know, now they're sending in space. They have sent it already, I think, a spaceship to crush an asteroid that is coming toward the Earth, but which will not touch the Earth. It will go next to the Earth. But they're sending anyway an Armageddon type spacecraft, you know, from NASA, I think. So this is perhaps going something, we will hear about this in February. In any case, this is also an asteroid has a certain energy. It may not, none of this may manifest, but what may manifest will be the influence of the asteroid, because everything that passes, everything that nears the Earth has a certain effect. You know, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing, actually. Also, Archangel Cassiel has the same number. Archangel Cassiel is the archangel of Capricorn. Capricorn is the sign that in the labors that show the esoteric meaning of Capricorn is the labor when you also relates to the third initiation, mind control, and relates to finding your divine purpose. That's when you find your divine purpose. It's a very good month for that. Also, month of transformation. You see, February is a month in general of transformation. So let's move a bit faster to the months. So March Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot it here because I did it for the masters, Marilag and Glenn, and I edited it afterwards for you. So anyway, this is a Master Marilag's name. March has her name. It's her month. So again, materialization in March. And the method of materialization, we don't know what that is. So the vowels, it relates to the soul, because the Greek vowels are the letters by which we calculate the soul influence. So our soul is going to influence us greatly in March. We're going to be so much in contact. And if you notice, every month, every March before April and May, with our preparation for Wesak, we are already coming in contact with our soul. Our Lord's Prayer, that relates to forgiveness. And also, we have another number. So you see here are the calculations in Greek and the calculations in English, right? So the 3993 is the Aquila constellation. That relates, that's the Aquila is the eagle, relates to the ascended masters and the teachers. Also, it comes out as end of lockdown in the USA. I don't know if the USA has lockdown. Prince of Peace, that's Archangel Michael. So we have to be careful in March because when we require Archangel Michael, it means there are things to be, needing protection. And reincarnation, someone important may reincarnate in that month. I think Master Choa will reincarnate in March. Not this March, on a March. Perhaps in 1,000 years, I don't know. But on a March, I cannot tell you why. But that's the month when he will be a Pisces. So April 2022 is going to be Catholic Easter. So in the year of COVID, 2020, Catholic Easter was the time when everything stopped, the viruses, the plague, everything. Catholic Easter is the time when there is peace and everything is to the advantage of humanity. So that is going to be the date that will define April. The day of Easter is going to be very important this year. And Archangel Gabriel, again, mercy, prosperity, writing. Removal of inner obstacles. It's a very good month to purify ourselves of all our negative energies. Also, what it means, it relates to the secondary navel chakra. For those who are Hatik, you know what that means, April. And it's most healthy, which means it's going to be a month of removal of inner obstacles, going toward health, purification, etc. And we will see the consequences of the epidemic for the USA. Perhaps we will see something there. We have to go faster. All right, May is the same. Every May and every April of each year, although they have different numbers, they have the same esoteric number. When you add the May and the year, and you do the method, you reverse, you add, it produces the same esoteric number for April and May. So June, clear view of the 2021 truth. We are going to have a clear view of things, of the truth, what happened. I think in relation to COVID also, what happened, who created it, is it a natural virus, did something happen, everything we will see. So God forgives also, we will have forgiveness. Perhaps a lot of forgiveness is going to be done because a lot of understanding, understanding brings forgiveness. And the soul star, which means connection with a higher soul in June. June is going to be a good month, very good month for humanity. And it's the full, look at this, June 2022 has the same esoteric number as full moon of goodwill. And the full moon of goodwill is the full moon of June. So this month, this year, everything is in divine order. Everything is exact. It's fantastic. So the day of the full moon of June is going to be the important day of the whole month. It's a defining day. Also, the capture of the Erymanthian boar, this labor in Libra, which shows us how to have balance how to have balance and how to be more intuitive again. Is a labor about controlling the lower bodies and chakras. Lord Joel Cole's number, which means we have help from the teachers, and also the month of July, which means whatever we do in June, if we manage to put our lower bodies and chakras, our lower instincts under control, because we will have an amazing April and May of purification and prayer. And then if we have a June that is going to be really successful, then we're going to see the outcome in July. So July, all right, July we have tests. But how the tests will come to each of us and how we will respond to them depends on the previous months of April, May, and June. So we have to be good, you know. I mean, you don't have to be good if you want to be good. If you don't want to be good, you can be bad, you know. Let's see what happens. So we will do our best, right? So constellation of tests of COVID, that's Scorpio constellation. Scorpio constellation relates to COVID, and Scorpio has 9 tests. You're tested on everything. Let me just tell you what we're tested on. We're tested for money, we're tested for comfort, we're tested for greed, we're tested for anger, for jealousy, envy, we're tested for, what else are we tested for? Hatred, we're tested for pride, for arrogance, for cruelty. There are 9 heads to the Hydra of Scorpio, to the, you know, to the serpent of Scorpio. So we're tested. But if you have overcome, we're tested every year, 2020, 21, and now 22. We will be tested in July. But if you have really, you know, worked on these areas, and you're following your heart, and you're doing your best, you know, or trying your best, then you're, you know, you're tested, and then the tests are easier each time. So let's see what else it brings. So again, a storm is restrained by a certain master. The divine mission of man in general, we will see what we're here for. We will get in touch with divinity. Also, there is a storm related to jealousy. It's going to bring out a lot of jealousy. You know, every month, have you noticed that sometimes we work on different things and different negative emotions? Like one month we have to control our anger, another month it may be injustice, another month, you know, every month has something we have to work on, laziness. Now, this month may relate to envy and jealousy. Also, you know, all these, you see, you can read them, meaning of coronavirus for the American people. Saint Francis of Assisi is going to be, Saint Francis of Assisi, you know, is our patron saint. We have to do a lot of twin hearts. That's what it means. There may be, again, some meteorological phenomena. And you see, look at this. Now, if you do it in English, full moon of Scorpio 2021. So you see, this is definitely, it's an affirmation that it is the Scorpio labor that we have to go through on that month. And we have to see what we did in the full moon in November. How was it for us? If you have if you keep a diary, check it and see what happened on that day. And then perhaps you will have to go again through that to be, you know, taking the test again and passing, hopefully this time, or perhaps passing even more. So again, here it's about forgiveness, right? And about Melchior. Melchior was the wise man, one of the 3 wise men about knowledge. He was the one related to knowledge. And blessings from the teacher. We will be blessed. Now, August. We will find the spiritual cause of COVID, which I believe is about uniting humanity, bringing us all together. Also, it relates to the Taurus constellation. The constellation, because, oops, I'm sorry. The constellation is about spiritualizing matter, having sex, but having sex in a loving way, and using money for spiritual goals, for things that are more of the spirit than of objects, buying objects and stuff. You know, in August, we're going to have that test in relation to our Taurus aspect. Taurus is also a very spiritual constellation. That's where the Christ blesses us from in on Westside. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot, Master Marlag. Okay, I'm really sorry, Master Marlag, if you see this. So, I upgrading of Master Marlag. It's going to be a very good month for Master Marlag, and it's her year completely. So August in English, end of the coronavirus pandemic. It's going to be ended, but perhaps every August, you know, is very slow with the viruses because, you know, there's the heat makes the viruses go down in any case. But there's going to be a rise in the vibration of the earth. It's going to be, and the effects, we will see the effects of the vaccines of 2021, if there are good effects or negative effects. And also, Iridanus constellation, that is the river of incarnations. People will come and go. I don't want to think negatively. Let's think positively that many people will incarnate. And again, something will happen in Greece, but Greece is going to overcome its obstacles. And it's about the Acropolis. The Acropolis is a symbol of a temple in which the Hierophants, they meditated and they sent the energies of the gold and light of the Acropolis to the entire city. So that's what it means. It's like the temple that protects an entire city. So perhaps we need to meditate a lot, right? Again, we see some meteorological things happening. Now in September is more about love. Love, you know, it's going to be like the Archangel of Love is here, but also Archangel Michael, the so below of Archangel Michael, the as above, so below. We will have manifestations in relation to peace. So perhaps we will have some aggression, but it's going to have a peaceful outcome because there's so much love here. We have Archangel Sandalphon, who relates to the basic chakra and prosperity. We have love. We have Raguel, who is Archangel of marriage and of not only marriage, but matchmaking. You know, meeting someone. Archangel Ergediel, again, it rules the full moon. So we're going to have, again, the full moon of September is going to be very, very important for the whole month. The shift to soul, you know, we're going to be more attached to our higher aspect. And Buddha Kuan Yin, again, the Buddha of love. So there's so much love in this month that whatever protection we may need, we will have it. So October is a month of prosperity always. And look, spirits of the earth relate to prosperity. And also October has the same number as 2020. That doesn't mean that it's going to have the same. It doesn't mean we will have a virus suddenly coming in our lives. Let's hope not. It means though that we're going to have some other kinds of events, you know. We don't know the events. We don't know what the events will be. Perhaps it will be the closure of year 2020, because sometimes, you know, in arithmosophy, the opposites have the same number, you know, or the beginning and the ending have the same number. Whatever relates has the same number. So perhaps it's going to be the closure. Because look, we have Lord Nefertem, who is the Lord of the Flowers, who is a very high avatar, and here sacrificing the lower aspect. That is this labor, that is this constellation's meaning, Coma Berenice. And we have a peaceful outcome for humanity. Perhaps we will have some, even if we have some turbulence, you know, because there's a lot of peace happening, which means there may be also some other things, right? But that means we will have a peaceful outcome. Full moon in Virgo. Virgo, considerate, loving, nurturing, you know, and it relates again to September's moon. So whatever happens in September, we're going to be full moon in Virgo. We're going to see its outcome in October. We have to be meditating in the full moons. The United States back to normal and the great brotherhood of light, I think, will have always help from above. So November 2022, this number 12221 relates to the wholeness of man. You know, it's like the totality of the 12 Greek gods' names. It's the one man, all aspects, all the chakras plus 11 chakras plus the 12th. That's what it is, this number. So it has the same number as February 2020. That was the start of the epidemic. So perhaps it's going to give closure to that. Or perhaps we will again find something. I hope not. I really hope not. I'm going to be thinking positively. All right. So it has the same number as Ilarion, Johann of the fifth ray of truth and science, and spreading of pranic healing across the world. You know, we have to remember that this crisis is the time to spread pranic healing because we can really heal so many people. And right now, even the hospitals are full in some countries and you cannot have access to doctors. So pranic healing is getting more and more known as a painless and, you know, successful modality. Again, Virgo constellation, consideration, service, and receptivity to the teachings. More people will be open to the teachings in November. And heart center, love. So let's see also December. December is going to have cause of great number of COVID cases worldwide. Has the same number as that. But perhaps don't think that this is definite. Perhaps it relates to the cause. We have to, you know, Arithmosophy is very accurate. It doesn't say great number of COVID cases worldwide. It says cause of. We will know the cause of everything by December. So spring solstice 2020, perhaps it is greed, you know, perhaps it's cruelty, perhaps it's karma from previous incarnations. It is the cause. Spring solstice 2020. So this means sometimes the dharma of the past, the whole COVID relates to how we acted in 2019, but also now how we acted in 2020 is addressed, the spring solstice of 2020. And December in English has the same number as June. Wait, let's see, just a moment. Where are we here? January, sorry. November, too fast, wait, June. All right, so June was a clear view of seeing things, right? And goodwill and the capture, the, you know, controlling the lower bodies. So this is again what will happen in December. So, all right. So this was very fast, as quickly as I could. The Arithmosophy of the year. You can have it, you can see it whenever you want. It's good if you go to the video later and you take screenshots, or I will send you the recording because, you know, if you, I don't have actually all of your emails. You can always email me if you want to be in my contact list. You can email me at Evita Myriam at hotmail.com. Evita Myriam is with a Y. This is my email that I will see. I see 2 emails, but this is easier for you to remember. I'm putting it in the chat. So if you want to be in my contact, you know, list and get all my 2 or 3 emails per month, because I'm not spamming people, as you know, the ones who are in the Mystery School of Arithmosophy. So if you want to be part of the free sessions and to participate, just email me and give me your email and I will add you to the group. So let's now do our angelic card reading, right? Okay. All right. Before we do our angelic card reading, we have to invoke because we don't want any negative energies to enter, and we're all going to do it, right? As a group. All our energies are going to go in this. We're all going to think positively. We're all going to invoke to the angels. If you don't want to, you don't have to. If you're not a pranic healer and you're thinking, what is this? What are these people, these masters, these angels? You don't have to at all. Don't worry. We're good people, and our invocation is something really good. So let's invoke. Let's first relax, because I did this very fast, so we have time for everyone. All right, so let's breathe in peace. Hold. And exhale stress. Hold. Breathe in love. Hold. And exhale anger. Hold. Breathe in happiness. Hold. And exhale depression, sadness, doubt. To the Supreme Being, to my teacher, I say, Master Choa Kok Sui, to all the great, great ones, to the Lord Christ, the Lord Buddha, to all the great ones, holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers, to all our angels of guidance, of love, of protection, to the spirits of prophecy of the Apollo temple in Delphi, the Caledonis, to all the angels who know the outcome of the year 2022, to all the spiritual helpers, to our personal angels who know our divine plan, our purpose, our future, to the angels who know the divine and united plan for humanity for 2022, to all spiritual guides, spiritual helpers, beings of light, and to our higher soul, our divine self, we humbly invoke for divine guidance. We humbly invoke that you allow us to see the meaning of the year and to be guided as to the ways in which to act and to know what to expect. We humbly invoke that you guide us to be able to interpret your answers accurately. We humbly invoke that you shield this card reading of all negative energies, negative entities, of all our inner, lower self, subconscious energies, and that we are open to think openly and positively for humanity and to together manifest a powerful thought form that will be accurate and that we will be able to interpret it, each of us for themselves, and I will interpret it accurately. We thank you for your shielding and your protection from all negative energies of all kinds. With eternal gratitude, deep respect, and in full faith and love, thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it. Amen. Amen. Tatastu. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you a method for drawing the cards that is very serious and very powerful. And I really do not want you to use it on a daily basis or for no reason at all, or to use it to see if someone loves you and then to use it again and again, because this is the method of Pythagoras. It's based on the Tetraktys. The shape itself is the shape that relates to the power of God. So we're going to be, it's a very, very sacred card reading that we will do. And the first card that we will draw, it's going to be like a pyramid. There's going to be a card on top. Underneath, there will be 2 cards. Underneath that, there will be 3 cards. Now, if you have pen and paper, it will be great for you to, I'm going to do it and send it to you afterwards. I'm going to make a drawing and send it to you. But I will note it, of course, because what if you don't note it? So at first we have one card on top, right? The top of the pyramid. And that is going to be the issue of the year. It's going to be the focal point, the main card of the year. Below it, we will have two cards. As we look at our paper to the right, we have the card that is going to show us how we will react to events sent by the universe. Our reaction card. How are we going to be? And this is going to show a lot. And then, because it will show what will the universe send, right? And then on the left, as we look at the paper on the left, which is your left like this, we're going to see how the universe will react to our actions. That's afterwards. So under this, we will have three cards. So it's going to be like a pyramid, you know? As you look at your paper on the right, you will have the Brahma aspect. It's going to be what will be created, what is going to, we need to manifest, what we need to do, what new things we need to work on this year. And the middle card is going to be the Vishnu card that will show you what we need to maintain, what we need to keep this year. And the other card to the left, to your left, as you look to the left, as you look at the paper, is the Shiva card that is going to show you what we need to get rid of this year. Well, because there is no get rid of card in the cards, and all the cards are positive, I have come to understand how we interpret this, all right? The past 2 years, the card was about fertility. Fertility was the one in the Shiva aspect. Fertility seemed to have stopped, perhaps because there were so many deaths. Perhaps that's why this card came. But I think that this year we will have a different card. I'm not sure, but we had, in my meditation yesterday, I saw fertility as coming in 2025 for the whole of humanity, fertility and love and healing of the heart, and everybody will go on another level of healing. So I don't know, perhaps we will see what we'll have. So under these three cards, we have 4 cards. The one to the right, again as a pyramid, okay? The one to the right is the fire aspect, all right? The fire aspect is going to show you what is going to happen, what is going to be firing up, what is going to be fueling our actions. It's going to be, you know, the lower part is more practical, it's more what will manifest, right? So the next to it is the water card. The water card will show us the emotions and how to deal with our emotions. Next to that, we're going to have the air card. The air card is going to show us our thoughts, the mental aspect, how we should deal with the mental plane, how to go about it, what it means, etc. And then the last card, as you see your paper to the left, is the earth card. And the earth card is what will manifest, transpire, what will happen. All right? So now we can start with pulling cards from the Ascended Masters. May the Lord protect our reading and may everything be accurate. I'm not going to read all the explanations, but if there is a need for a reading of the, you know, perhaps the major card or something, we will interpret and read. All right. It jumps out usually, or it pops out by itself. I do not select the card ever. It just knows to come out. So what is going to be our main focal card? Fertility. Again, it's amazing how this is a positive card now. I knew it, you know, because I saw it in my meditation. at Inner Secrets of the Heart yesterday, right? It's amazing. So fertility is going to be, it's going to be a fertile year. It's going to be a fertile. Let's read this because this is important to read. I don't know so much about what it means. So this card signifies that it's a very fertile time for you, for all of humanity. This is an ideal time for the conception of a baby or new projects. All of the doors are open for you right now. Your mind is fertile with many wonderful new ideas, and abundance easily flows to you. It's also a creative year, right? It's a 6 year. So a year 6 is a creativity. It means art, creativity, whatever is creative. All the creative projects are, enhanced this year. Supported, they're supported. So since everything is in its infancy stage, have patience with the growth process. This is another thing that I saw in my meditation yesterday, the word patience. Those of you who were there, Nina remembers that, right? Just nurture yourself and your projects so that you stay strong and fertile. And another additional meaning to the card means you have the Midas touch, and everything is turning to gold right now. Another thing I saw in my meditation was a faucet of gold with golden British pounds, gold, because in Greece, that's what people you like, is golden British pounds. So coming down. So it's it's a very good, fantastic, card. So be it, right? Right. So now how we're going to be reacting to the universe's input, because the universe may send whatever, right? Negative things. So how we will react? How are we going to react? Here it comes out. Oh, you're seeing this situation accurately. The way I interpret this is that what I was just saying, the universe may send us certain things that are negative, like, everybody's arming, things happening, all countries are arming now. I don't know if you've noticed this. I hope I'm not the one informing you. Especially in Europe. And the thing is that things are tense. So perhaps, our reaction to things is going to be very positive. We're going to be blessing. And this is going to be, what our task is and our work is. Because when I was pulling that, I was saying, perhaps things will be negative, but we will be reacting positively. Let me draw from the Archangels an additional card to see, because you're seeing the situation accurately. Let's see what we will get from the angels as an additional explanation. Study. So perhaps spiritual study for some of you means something special. And then in the spiritual study and in the certain sessions where you bless the earth and you bless humanity, etc., that is where you're going to be, that is going to be your reaction to the universe. Good. So let me just note this. Just a moment, I'm sorry, because it's a big message. You're saying the situation. All right, so let's now get another card from the Ascended Masters for how the universe will react to us. Fertility, again, because I put it back. So the universe is going to send us fertility. Prosperity is going to reward us for the way that we will be acting. I'm going to draw another card from the angels. All right, from the angels now. How the universe will react to us. Music, fertility and music. These are very good cards. It means, what music card means? It means that you have to use music also as a way to relax. You have to use music as a way to, instead of being on YouTube and watching negative things or informing yourself too much from the news, listen to music. And this is going to raise your vibration. All right, let's move. So now our Brahma card. The Brahma card, what is going to be this year enhanced. That's more esoteric. What we're going to do. Teacher, we're going to teach. We're going to teach humanity. And we're going to connect more with the teacher. That is the Brahma aspect. We're going to be teaching whatever we know. We have to start somewhere. Because do you remember we're in the expansion and the emergence and not expansion cycle, the emergence impact on public consciousness? How is the public going to know the teachings if we don't teach? I mean, I'm not an organizer or a pranic healing teacher, but that which I know, I teach. That's what we have to do. Once at a retreat, Master Glenn said, you all go out, we're 535 or something, say, you all have to go out and teach the law of karma. We have to do something, right? So, because the law of karma helps people do the right thing and neutralize their karma in a positive way instead of suffering. Okay, so now, I'm sorry for talking so fast, Vivi. Vivi is going to say, why did I offer to translate for this woman? She doesn't stop talking. I can translate that. All right, so the Vishnu aspect. Wow, jumped up. Crystals, the Vishnu aspect. Maintain crystals, which means maintain healing people. Crystals is this. That is what crystals means. Pranic healing. If you're not a crystal healer yet, you can have crystals in your home like pink quartz, and you can be asking the crystals to bless your home with peace. But then every 3 days or so, you have to clean them in salt water. I'm sorry, my dog is making noises. So, you have to work with the crystals. This is what we need to maintain pranic healing. Let me get a card from I'm getting this inspiration to get from the angelic cards, additional explanations for Vishnu. Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is our protector, and the card says that whenever you need anything, you have to ask Archangel Michael to protect you and that you're always protected. Another meaning of the card of Archangel Michael is also that you have to take leadership of your life. You have to be in front, fearless, and do what you think is right. And all right, and let's get a card for the Shiva aspect. What we need to transmute, change, destroy and restore. Because Shiva is destroyer and restorer, right? Fertility. Oh my God, explain that now. I have no idea. All right, I really don't know. But last time this happened also. So perhaps what will happen again this year? Fertility is fertility in the childbearing, perhaps, is not going to be, I don't know. I don't know in which way fertility was affected the past 2 years. In the same way, it's going to be this time. But fertility is something that is playing 3 times in our cards, twice in a positive way. So some fertility will be gone and some fertility will come. Let me definitely get another card to explain this, because I really don't know. I really don't know. Vivi de Almeida says, I love you. Thank you. No one is too late. Who's that? Marisa. No one is too late, Marisa. And you're all going to get your card, and I'm going to send you the recording if you give me your email. All right. And balance. All right. So we need balance. That's all we need to do. Oh, where is it? Wait. Let me ask a card for what we need to do in the Shiva area, not what we need to destroy, what we need to do. Oops. Oh, new love. what happens is new love. What we need to do is new love. And this in Greek, nea agapi. Nice, huh? So nea agapi means that you either find new love and you have, a new balance with this person, or it means that you will have a new project, because this is about children, and new love is also about projects. So now the fire aspect. Let me draw from the angelic cards. So what is going to be fueling up our year? The most important card of all is teacher, because that is the Brahma aspect. This is what we need to be doing, teaching and being in union with the teacher, perhaps praying to the teacher, asking him what we want. He's there to nurture us. So what is going to be fueling our year? Magic, sense of magic, a sense of magic, sense of awe. Okay. Let me pull also from the Ascended Masters. I'll draw from them. Focus upon your strength. So you're going to have a sense of awe, of magic. You're going to find this new childhood. Do you remember when we were young and everything was possible? That. And focus upon your strengths. This is how we're going to do this. We have to focus upon our strengths and not think of what we don't want ever. Just focus upon what we can do. We can write a list of what we can do, of all our good things, and then write a small list of our bad things. We don't have so many. And you will see how many more the good things are. I know that it doesn't seem clear, but I promise you that this year, what is going to be fueling you up is going to be more spiritual, more magical, is going to be focusing upon your strengths more. Aditya, are you okay? Okay, so you're the one on the screen. All right, so the water, the emotions this year are going to be, what you need to do this year, you're going to listen. You need to listen. To listen about, this is what you need to do about your emotions. First, you need to listen to others, and then you need to listen to your meditation. You need to focus and listen to your higher guidance. That's how you will balance your emotions. Then we have our air card.
Sorry, is this specifically for me?
No, I'm sorry. In the end, I will pull for you. No, something. It's okay.
Sorry to interrupt. I read in one of the books by Fertility that your reading is absolutely correct, because, in one of the Torkom Saridharan books, he says when there is too much decline, the nature will make a balance to make fertility.
Oh, thank you. And here there is fertility balance. Two parts.
So it's not only about births, like he shared an example about the World War. So a lot of people died. Nature will increase the sacral or sexual energies to have people babies to create a balance within the population. Yeah. Similarly, fertility and prosperity, the prosperity energies will be ascended on earth to create a balance.
Aditya, thank you for voicing that, which I could not say, because I don't want to talk about death to others, because I don't mind death so much. I don't mind to talk about it, but that's what it is in the Shiva position, It means perhaps there will be a balance through the Shiva aspect.
Can I add one more point?
What, Rina?
Can I add one more point?
Add one more point, but quickly, because...
Yes. In this lockdown, in this 2 years, as many people have died, but there have been many lockdown babies also.
There have been many? Yes, perhaps.
Some babies.
Perhaps, yeah, great. All right, let's continue, because then we will go out of the mood of the cards. I will mute you. Thank you all for your I'm muting you. All right. So now the air card, how our thoughts are going to be come out of the closet. You have to air your thoughts. You have to bring out what you believe. You have to show who you really are. And you know, to show who you really are, you have to know who you really are. Remind me, before I pull the cards for you, I want to tell you about my program, right? I want to tell you really, because I'm so excited about it. Come out of the closet. That's what it means. Come out of the closet means you have to like show your real self. Arithmosophy proves that we are all unique. Every human being, there's 9 numbers, and if you can put, if you put the combinations of the life paths, of the soul numbers, of the soul's influence, of the destiny, of all these things that we have in Arithmosophy, the personality, who we come after the age of 49, what are our life cycles, what are the positive for each cycle, for each year, also our Pythagorean arrows, also if you think of our ascendant, which is our labor, also if you think about every year's events, about the meanings of the letters of our name. There's so much that we are so unique with 9 numbers. Each of us is a puzzle. And when we know our numbers, when we know our arithmosophy, this puzzle comes together naturally in our minds. We know who we are. It just comes naturally to us. And, it is very important for us to show our uniqueness. Why I'm telling you about the puzzle? If you realize how unique you are, you would never compare yourself with others. You would realize that you only need to bring your uniqueness to the world. That even if you say the same thing that another 5 billion people have said, you're going to say it in your own way. You will say it with your own voice, in your own words, in your own writing, in your own way. And this is what brings the message, the vibe, the resonating energy that attracts the people who want to hear this message, who are ready for your message. Some people are ready for my message. Some people are ready for your message. Perhaps we have the same message seen from 2 different aspects. So if we realize how unique we are, we're really going to allow ourselves to come out of the closet and show who we really are. Because we have the right to be happy. We are loved by God. We are forgiven. We are, all we have to do is just realize how good we are in comparison to the bad things that we have done or we do in our lives. They're minimal. So we just have to come out and show ourselves. That's the air aspect, the mind aspect. Air your mind to the world. This is a year to have impact on public consciousness. So on earth, what will materialize? All this will materialize, right? But what is going to be more already materializing? You know what that is? The card from this, we will ask for more, but the card is drink more water. Drinking more water means that you need to overcome depression, because dehydration creates depression. 85% of the population is dehydrated, and that creates depression, lack of energy, lack of drive, lack of being like Tony Robbins all the time. This is lack of water. Now, Vivi listens to me and drinks. I'm drinking cocoa right now, but with water, of course, not with milk. So, but later I'm going to drink a whole carafe. All right, so let's get an additional. Right is the message. That is going to manifest. This is Thoth. Thoth is Hermes Trismegistus, is the world teacher, the great teacher, So right is another thing that will manifest. Many people will hopefully write, and we need to drink more water. We need to overcome our lower aspect. Let me see also with the angels what will manifest. It's a very abstract thing. We're going to be more easily manifesting this year. You know, that's what I get from this. Because we get to use our sense of magic. That's the fire thing, that we're going to get to use our sense of magic. It's, you know, everything will be more magical. Wait, I didn't pull one, but many. Let's get one card for the earth again. Many are coming up. Music again, music. This is very good, you know. We're going to have more, it's abstract. Music is in the higher planes, you know. Music is more refined, and music is the most elevated art, right? It's the most refined art that changes our vibration, that uplifts us. So they're giving us more information on how to do this, how to bring all this to the earth. So I think this concludes our arithmosophy reading for everyone. And I'm going to stop recording, and I'm going to start drawing for you individually. Okay, wait. I want people to see this. All right. So whatever is in your aura manifests. All right. So if your aura is clean, pure, and is like, oh my God, why did I have this whole cloud of doubt and smallness around me? You see what is happening here? The lights going up and down. Why do there's a little bit of wind outside. Why do I have all these negative thoughts? No. The moment you have a clean aura saying, I'm ready. I'm ready for life. I'm ready to fall in love. I'm ready to meet my life partner. I'm ready to be at peace and harmony in my family. I'm ready to manifest prosperity. I'm ready to find what I want to create, and I have the energy to do it. The moment your aura is like this, you can do it. But for your aura to be like that, you need to do this. First, you have to know what you want and what is your divine plan, right? Then you have to remove inner obstacles. And then I'm going to send you an audio of 7 minutes that you can daily do to maintain your high vibration and not lose it, because it's very important. 21 days is important. If you do something every day for 21 days, that really puts you on another plateau and another level. Not plateau, it puts you to your success. It brings you success. So then another aspect that we will do is we will see our heart's desire. We will have visualizations and workshops by which you will see a vision of what the divine plan for you is and what you really want, because within your heart, there is the plan. The plan for you, we all have a plan, and it's within our heart. I'm not going to say more details. If you're an Arhatic, you know where it is. So this is real. It's not because I say so. It is real. In our heart, we have a plan. We're going to find it, and we're going to make it. We're going to create the ideal image, and we're not going to create the ideal image of a palace with 19 rooms and 10 servants. We're going to create what we really want. Because perhaps we don't want a palace with 19 rooms and 10 servants. Perhaps we want something smaller, something that is really for us. And we're going to, we're going to decorate it. We're going to see it. We're going to meditate in it. We're going to bring gold in it. We're going to energize it every time until, this has become solid, and until one day we find ourselves in it. All right. So this is the workshop. And it's going to be, as I told you earlier, when I do a private reading for arithmosophy, it's usually around 120 euros with translation for Brazilians and Indian and some, usually it's around 120 euros. So I'm going to give the whole 9 sessions and the daily audios, the whole 3 weeks for 120 euros so that everyone can do it. Okay. And it is a very good deal. Right? It's a very good deal. So what we're going to do is we're going to be, and you can have also a payment plan, so you just contact me. This is the link. This is the, I don't know if I can copy paste this. Wait. Oh, I don't know if I can. This is the link for the, oh, look what I'm doing. All right, let me move it up. So this is the link. I can, sorry, just a moment. All right, let me copy it. Oh, I don't know why it does this. All right, I'm going to write the link. I just put the link here so you can go straight to it. If you want to register for this session, I promise you it's going to change your life. It's going to be amazing. I mean, with my clients and no, my dog wants to come here. Just a moment. Let me see just a second that is correct. Right, we're not finished yet. Coming to compound purpose syndrome. So that's it. Oh, and all right. So that's the link. If you want to register for that session, I promise you, even if you've done arithmosophy with me and you know your arithmosophy, it's the workshop and the work that is going to purify you of all inner obstacles and energize your dreams that matters the most. Okay, we're going to start doing that from the start. That's why I'm going to give payment plan for 3 weeks. You can divide that in 3. That's 40 euros per week. It's not so much. So, and that's why, because I'm not going to give you all your arithmosophy at first. We will give you everything slowly. So as we go along, you understand yourself deeper and deeper and deeper. And at the same time, you see your vision clearer and clearer. And at the same time, you're removing all inner obstacles and you're allowing yourself to see it clearly and you energize it. So if you want to register for that, you know, it's going to be fantastic. It starts on January the 8th. It's better to register now if you want it. And then it's going to last until January 22nd. I'm going to be sending you the link. So let's continue with our card